that certain people can't even be around you because your energy is so strong. Vibrate so high that anybody that's wishing to do evil upon you, it shall be revealed. Vibrate so high that any evil entity feels uncomfortable in your presence.
Yo. Yeah. Everything straight. So waiting on you. All right, say less. I got you.
Yo, we back at it like crack addicts. It's your boy Cross, Boss Cross, big CEO of KrossYourHeart. Give yourself a round of applause for showing up, man. I appreciate everybody coming to the game today. Thank you so much. Let's go game time. Everybody in the building, I see y'all. I'm back up in here, man. We're going to get in here and get the rocking and rolling, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share, man. Share, let's get this stuff out there. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of bigger things. And with the help of True Faith Ministries, backing me up, my guy Kerry, man, I can't say no more. And also everybody else that's been support, man. So I got a lot of great stuff coming up. Hopefully some web series coming up. Yeah, we just gonna get into it, man. So one of the biggest things I wanted to talk about. Salute, appreciate it, Game Time. Thanks for the super chat. Game Time sent the super chat. I appreciate you, King. Appreciate you for life, family. You already know. What's up, Nick? Salute to everybody coming up in here. Got to get back on the show. I got to have you on here because I got some important stuff. And I need you to fly down here. I need you to come down here so we can go ahead and do them videos. Because I know, and shout out to Game Time, man. He did all my intros before, dropped all my songs. You can check him out on Apple Music where he got the crossover, all that stuff. So I appreciate him doing that and showing me love, man. Definitely warranted for that. So what I wanted to talk about, man, is what is really the problem with this world. Now I got two different scenarios that I want y'all to check out, right? Because it kind of blew my mind. A lot of people don't know this one. So one, when y'all saw it, this is one I want to get into and I want to break down. So imagine what I was talking about today was how we kind of take our parents for granted. Like, you know, as far as if we're there to take care of them for the rest of their life, then we should be able to take care of them. A lot of people at the end of the day, all they do is sit around and they take advantage of their parents. Hence this situation. These were three adults, grown folk, that you can tell they must have been spoiled as a child, or the mama must have helped them out, lived in a nice neighborhood. You can't think of the imaginable what these folks did with their mother. So I'm gonna get into the video and I want y'all to tell me what you think. And again, I'm gonna hit this banner here on the bottom. You're more than welcome. We have a call-in line as well. Let me get to it. Bam, there y'all go. Mac Mizzle, what's up with you, Mac? Salute to Mac Mizzle, man. Canada in the building. Salute, yeah, man. Salute. We got Canada in the building. Shout out to my man, my brother in Wagwan. So this one right here, I want y'all to check this one out, Mac. This one's kind of mind-blowing. Hold on, give me 1 second. So this happened in matter of fact, this happened in is this the one that happened in San Antonio? Let's see. Yes, this happened in San Antonio. So check this out.
Take you to
57-year-old Patricia Martinez was disabled and bedridden in her home. Her three children, Oscar Dominguez, Pedro Carrera, and Roxana Carrera, were supposed to be taking care of her. Investigators say they essentially ignored their dying mother. Police were tipped off to horrific living conditions at the woman's home last week. Now, once they arrived, they found insects infested all around her bedroom, and the woman.
So we gonna stop right there. And then three grown folks taking care of their mother, neglected their mother so bad that when they got there, they just imagine walking in the room now Insects. Y'all haven't even heard the worst. I had never heard this. I know that we all have what they say, we have a little bit of bacteria in our bodies, but this right here, this one took the cake, you know. So let's paint the picture. You're walking in someone's house, everything is like the one we did last night about the woman and the son that was in the basement. Think about it. Walking in the house, somebody mentally, you're walking in their house, and either they don't smell it, either like, I mean, it's just really sad, because if you don't want to take care of your parents or whatever the case, man, you know, maybe they can belong to old folks. I don't know, but not to this degree to mistreat them. No, I don't think nobody deserves, especially your mother. So let's go into this.
Actually had mold. Hear me, mold growing on her skin. Patricia Martinez was taken to the hospital for treatment, but it was too late. She died. We take you to San Antonio.
So we're gonna say this again. In San Antonio, these three people, the two brothers and a sister, mistreated their parents so bad, man, or their mother. I can only imagine. So my thing, what is so sad about this is that why would you do your mother like that, man? I mean, if you look in the neighborhood, if you look at it, check it out. When you see in the neighborhood itself right there, right? Like, you talking about, this is in a nice community. I don't know about too much about San Antonio, but it looks like it's a nice community. It just also lets you know that no matter where you stay at, mental health is real and it's everywhere. And it's bombarded to the time where, to me, I think it's a lack of compassion for one another, empathy for one another, especially when it comes to your loved ones. People are more susceptible to like somebody else more than even their own family. They'll disown their own family before they'll take up for them. So, I mean, again, this is San Antonio. You're right, Mac. This is crazy. So again, I'm gonna play this again for the people coming in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button.
For this story. 57-year-old Patricia Martinez was disabled and bedridden in her home. Her three children, Oscar Dominguez, Pedro Carrera, and Roxana Carrera, were supposed to be taking care of her. Investigators say they essentially ignored their dying mother. Police were tipped off to horrific living conditions at the woman's home last week. Now, once they arrived, they found insects infested all around her bedroom, and the woman actually had mold. Hear me, mold growing on her skin.
Okay, man, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. Mold growing on her skin. Like, just imagine her body is decomposing, and this woman is stuck. And I mean, did they get to the point where they just weren't just like feeding her, like maybe just giving her fluid? Like, at this time, there's no way this woman could hold any kind of food. Jersey Rich, salute Jersey Rich in the building. So, you know, I don't understand. I mean, why would you do your parents like that? To me, it's better off to leave. But to me, I also look at it as they were spoiled. And the intent was they really wanted their mother gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't truly think that they couldn't have cared anything about their mother. And just for somebody either to do that. So I'm gonna ask you, Kerry, what do you think about in that situation? Again, we talk about it, and a lot of real people keep it real. We all didn't always get along with mama. Mama used to be hard on us. Mama sometimes wouldn't let us go places. We were talking about that then, back in the days, skating ring in our times, that, you know, mama sometimes, but we still love mama. And I don't think that you shouldn't do anybody like that, better alone mama. Now, mama, I mean, you wouldn't be here without mama. Mama's the first person that you see and is held in your arms. Salute, Sade, salute. Yeah. So what do you think about that, Kerry?
Man, I was listening to what you said when you said you don't believe that they wanted her around. On the contrary, they wanted her around. They wanted her around. And we have to remember that I always kind of look at it on the spiritual side.
That's right.
He said that the Bible said that the love of money is the root to all evil.
That's a fact.
You know, now it said the love of money. Now,
that's right. You got to have some money, but the love of it. That's right.
You know, I love the money more than I love my mom.
That's right.
but I want to keep her around because she is the one.
She the
that's
cash
bringing the
cow.
money. Yeah, she's the cash cow. So if I put her in a home, yeah, she can be doing better. But then at the end,
Right.
it takes away my money. It
Right.
takes away my money because as long as she's staying with me, it's a check coming.
It's always a constant check. That's right.
It's a check.
Yeah.
So they want to keep her around, you know. And you know, we read about this so many times. A person be dead and they be dead, what, 3 months?
3 months.
We don't even know. They done put them in the freezer somewhere.
Yeah,
They still
yeah,
collecting
yeah.
that check. So it's about that money. It's about that money.
That's right.
You know, that
But
love of money.
But you also would think if it was really about the money like that, and it was, why would you not keep her up and keep her healthy and keep her at least to the point? I mean, she's like almost like maybe the money to me. This is just the way I look at it. And you're right about it. At first, it probably was going good as she getting old or whatever. But then I think the bread ran out. So then it's like, man, we got to deal with it or whatever. Because man, she had mold growing on her. Like, I mean, just imagine the inside. I'm visualizing the inside of this room, and you see spores of these mold spores, and then on her bed, and I mean, I'm just, oh my gosh.
So you still got. It never talks about their lifestyle. So if they
Yeah.
have the money, they're getting that money. They cashing in, but you don't know what they're doing because you have to say they weren't taking her to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because you know the doctor would have seen that before then.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
they just want to just like some old furniture, push it in the corner.
Push it in the corner, let it collect
let
dust.
it collect dust. But you know, if we get some company over, you know, just pull it out and dust it all. So I think, you know, they the love for that money superseded the love for mom. So let's just keep mom in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep mom in the room, but that check got to keep coming.
Yeah, that check got to keep coming. There, they got to run that check up. That check has got to keep. Man, that's just really. Again, I wanted to bring this to the just, you know, something to talk about to start off because, again, man, salute, big dog. It just really it needs to be, I guess, like the word said, it needs to be talked about because it happens in every home. And like you said, I just did one last night where the single mother, I mean, literally told the police officer, I don't have a son. I got 4 daughters. You can come in my house and check. Till he said, hey, well, I got a search warrant. I want to check down in the basement. Then the whole thing was she got offended. And then, you know, I couldn't believe that. So, yeah, you know, I'm with y'all on this, man. Very sad, but at the same time, warranted. And like he said, man, the bottom line is don't put your people in the corner like old furniture. Yeah, wipe them off, put some pledge on them sometimes, and, you know, cherish why they're here. If they want to be cherished while they're here. Some people don't want to, but I'm pretty much sure that woman did not want to be stuck in no room with no mold. I mean, all types of it. And then they tell you insects was flying. Like that's like he said, like Kerry said, that's what's really bothering me. Like you got it, the whole house got to be messed up.
Right.
Because how is insects getting in there?
Right.
Yeah. How does mold, like Mac said from the Mac Mizzle show said, how does mold grow in a body straight neglect? That guy said, I can't imagine doing my mother like that. I cherish her. Man, for real, man. I mean, come on, man. Like, you can't just do people like that. You got to have some type of mind, a train of thought or something, have some empathy for somebody. You just don't do people like that, man. And if you got to do them like that, man, it's better. Look, man, they can do bad by their darn self, man. They don't need nobody to do them bad. You know what I'm saying? They just let them eat bad, healthy, man. Let her have to go through that. But just imagine, and it's crazy because this is the way I'm looking at it. By them moving her, she passed away. You see what I'm saying? So she was just living off of these organisms that feel like that's crazy. So when they tried to go and clean out, that's when she perished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But while she was laying in that bed, she's living like, oh man. Well, speaking of that, and like I said, man, the title still stays the same. It's what is really wrong? What's really the problem with this world? Okay. This is very disturbing as well, man. And this goes back to the mental health thing. And I say, you never know. In 2024, I was explaining it to my wife and explaining to people is that, man, you have to start like your boy Cat Williams said in the movie Friday, man, where was your antennas at? Like, you have to start being much more observant. You can't take it that even when it comes down in this situation, going to a grocery store, you go into imagine, okay, let me paint the scenario for you guys. I don't think y'all know what might have happened. So imagine you're a mother, you're going to the grocery store every day, doing what you got to do. You're about to make some you're gonna make some food or whatnot, for your significant other. Okay, you have a 3-year-old child. You know how 3-year-olds are. They all moving around. You really don't want to be taking the baby. Honestly, we don't, because they playing. They want to get in the cart. They want candy. They want everything. So you moving around trying to hurry up and get your stuff to get out. Now, meanwhile, while you're doing that, there's someone walking around in the grocery store with a knife, and just nobody just saying nothing, just up and down the aisles. Right now, not only that, as you getting stuff for your groceries or whatnot, you get your groceries and you're leaving out, not paying attention, probably looking at your phone and talking, maybe talking to significant others, saying, hey, what they're going to make that night, or looking at a receipt, whatnot. You haven't even walked out the store, and this person notices you, doesn't have any ties, any connections to you, and turns around and start following you out of the store. As they're following you out the store, cameras catching it, and as you're walking into your vehicle to put your groceries up, but you got to put your child in the car, and as you're putting your child in the car, someone comes behind you and attacks you and does the unthinkable to you and to your child, like in broad daylight. So this one right here is coming out of Ohio. And I want y'all to really check this out, man, because it really bothered me. Again, the fact that not only, let me explain, this same individual was locked up for a prior charge and had just got released and was pending for some fraud. I think it was fraudulent or whatnot things. So we're going to play both parts, and then I'm going to show y'all the court, the way her demeanor was. And this is really, to me, is really tells you in 2024, man, that we dealing with some really serious issues out here, where either people are so either mentally messed up or they just don't care, like to take people's lives just for nothing, not for no cause. And this was out in Ohio. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this one because again, I want to get into this. I appreciate everybody stopping through too, man. All right, so let's get into this. It's this one.
In North Olmsted. It shows the suspect, Bianca Ellis.
And again, this is you know what I'm saying, this is for only mature audience. It's somewhat sensitive. It doesn't show anything, but it just, just the whole play out. And so I just want to at least let people know that, you know what I'm saying? Mature content.
His mom earlier this week in North Olmsted. It shows the suspect, Bianca Ellis, at the police station before the incident. And then you see her there walking around with a knife inside Giant Eagle.
Lena Lai has the latest, and as Christy just referenced, we want to warn you that this video might be upsetting for some to watch.
New video shedding light on the 30 minutes before a deadly stabbing in North Olmsted Monday. The video showing Bianca Ellis walking into the police station there around 2:30 that afternoon. She's pushing her own wheelchair with a suitcase.
So I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop right here. Let's start here. All right. First of all, that's a problem. This is like she's got a, like, look at it. She has a wheelchair and she's pushing it with a suitcase, and she's at the police department, and nobody seemed to think that was weird. See, this is what I'm saying, where this Pandora's box where people don't want to say, hey, man, that's weird, man. Like, what's wrong? Is something wrong? Like, you have a wheelchair, you're not disabled, you're pushing it, and you are brazen enough to be walking around. That's why I think they need to start either doing more training or helping the police departments and stuff out with this mental health. This is right. This would, if I'm telling y'all, if I was there and she walked up like that, I would think as my duty as just as being competent, like, are you okay? Where did you get that from? And how did you get that? Like, you didn't pay for that. That came from a hospital. You stole, that's stealing. So I don't know. Maybe it's me. So let's keep going.
Police say she was there in connection with her arrest the week before.
You got anything on you at all?
Ellis had a warrant for her arrest tied to a previous theft conviction. Police arrested her and then let her go. 4 days later, Ellis is seen going to the Volunteers of America thrift store, where police say she stole 2 knives, then briefly stopped in bins and things before walking into.
Okay, let's stop here. Let's stop here. There's another one. Now, the woman, why didn't anybody see on the camera? That's another thing. See, to me, is there a lot of barriers that could have stopped somebody. Now, this woman then went into like, come on, man. She done went into whatever things like a dollar store, and then went in there and stole 2 knives, and it's walking around in the shopping plaza, poking at stuff on the walls and stuff like that, seeing if it's sharp. This is crazy. So let's keep going.
To Giant Eagle. At 2:58, she walks past the service desk with the knife waving by her side, and no one appears to see it. Then we see.
This is another problem. I mean, this is so many gems in this. Like, you're in a grocery store. Nobody saw that? Am I the only one that, like, all these cameras you got in this world? She's just walking, and everybody, this is what I'm trying to tell people, and I'm going to say this again. We do not live back then. We live for right now. We're living in the right now. The right now means back then, no one would think about walking around with a knife in their hand, bet along a pow, right? Like, they would never do that. So you got to ask yourself, why is no one even, I mean, people are, look, I tell my son all the time, bro, lift your head up. Please do not get so caught in to what's going on in your world, in your box. You are not the only one in your box. That's your safety zone. You don't let anybody come in your box, but you got to make sure no one wants to come in your box. You see what I'm saying? Because you're putting yourself in a vulnerable state of mind. And this is crazy. So before I go further, Kerry, what do you think about this, man?
When you were talking, it's funny because when you were talking, I was thinking about how.
What's up with your show you love?
We're quick to get in people's business until it's time and necessary for us to be in somebody's business.
Come on.
With her walking around like she with that knife,
right?
You know, she now exposed her business to everybody, her intent for everybody.
Right.
So her business become to be our business. And at the end of this video, you'll see, because now somebody, you know, gets hurt. But, yeah, you know, we try to mind our own business at the wrong time.
At the wrong time, man.
At the wrong time. But I think we're now in a place, you know, to where there's no regards for human life.
Right.
You know, you and I were talking earlier. Back in the day, man, we would fight, but then give us 30 minutes, we back out.
We're back out kicking it. We out kicking it, hanging out. You know what I'm saying? And laughing about it. We might, like you said, somebody might, man, you know, hey, boy, you hot them skates up on you, bro. Man, forget you. Ain't nobody gonna hop them skates no more. Right, you know, and everybody just like, man, ain't nobody worried about that. Yeah, but nowadays it's just like they mind their business, and minding their business is okay. I used to like the one when you sit back when you had the neighbor that was nosy, or that neighbor that you could say, hey man, I'm about to go out of town, man. You know, I'm gonna watch. Or hey man, I saw somebody pull up in your driveway the other day. Is everything okay? You ain't got that no more.
Right. Will you be labeled a snitch?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But listen.
Come on, man.
Label me what you want.
Come on, man.
But you know, right is right.
Right is right. That's what I said.
And people still look. If you go past, people wonder now. Half of their blinds is messed up or pulled down.
Come on, man. People still looking. That's true. I like that. I like that. Yeah, the blinds still be crooked and broken where they've been looking the whole time.
In whatever neighborhood, go out your house, go down your street, you're gonna find somebody. It's a miscrackers in
everybody blind. That's the truth. I like that. That's real game right there. That's a fact. There's a crack in everybody's blinds window. Man, come on. So yeah, let's get into it. And that's so okay. So we right here. No one saw that, right? Nobody saw that. So let's keep going.
They are walking near the cash registers. Again, no one appears to see or react to the knife. She then passes Margot Wood and her 3-year-old son, Julian. Ellis immediately turns around and starts to follow them. Cameras show.
I want to just stop right here, man. That is, man, as a father, I'm going to say this, y'all. As a father, that would make me cringe. As a father and as a husband, that would make me cringe. You talking about a 3-year-old baby and the mama, she's shopping. Just look at this in this video right here, bro. Like, this would trip me out. Mama not knowing the baby is in it. Yep, look at it. Thing full of groceries. Man. And look, she just turned around. She looked at her and turned around and just said, okay. Man, yes, it hurts my heart too.
Just before 3 p.m., Ellis walked into the lobby and follows behind the mother and son as they exit the store. Cameras then show her following them through the parking lot and to their car.
Somewhere near their vehicle, Miss Ellis then attacked the two of them.
His mom.
Man, so what y'all think about that, man? Just imagine again, like I said, you putting. I'm gonna show you this other video. It was very disturbing too. But man, like just as a man, just imagine going in there and have to watch that video, knowing you like playing it back, or that woman is probably playing it back in her head. Like, I saw something in her hand, but I didn't want to be nosy. Sonny, like, what's up? I didn't want to be nosy. I didn't want to be to the point where people were thinking I'm being nosy, like Kara said, or being a snitch, or just, what you watching me for? Like, we got to start determining what we supposed to watch. We still are all communities. We all still go to the same grocery store. Because that could have been anybody. And for whatever reason, nobody will ever know why that woman, because all she's going to say is mental health. She's probably got a history of charges. And you telling me the police, and this is my opinion, did not do the just due of that woman, the same woman that paid groceries and taxes, the same woman that probably paid taxes, state taxes, income tax. Excuse me. They didn't do their job, because that shouldn't have never happened. The people in the stores, the managers, and if I was the husband, I'm suing everybody. I'm suing the managements. I'm going after the city. Nobody said nothing. Walking around, you see it coming down, now all of a sudden everybody got video. Everybody got video of what's going on. But where were you at when the video was being played? Just coincidental that every place she went, she was on video and nobody happened to see that? That's sad. To me, personally. I mean, that's sad. And it's a really unfortunate way for that little child, that 3-year-old boy, to lose his life. Again, we can't argue, you know what I'm saying? God is the author, you know what I'm saying? He's the Alpha, he's the Omega, he's the beginning and the end. It ain't our job, but it's just, as a person, morally, it just hurts because something, it was going to happen. And they say everything happens. What it is, everything happens at a appointed place and time. So, but what it also does is brings awareness for us again. Where's your antennas at? Quit looking down so much because the world is operating in front of you. This phone is behind. I always tell people this: a smartphone was never designed for smart people. I'm gonna say this one more time: a smartphone was never designed for smart people. Smart people use smartphones as tools. They don't use it just to play on it. Hence, that's why they're smart. So if a smart person doesn't have to use a phone and you can't figure out how to use your smartphone, you might want to ask yourself, are you smart? I'm just saying. I mean, they do everything for a reason. They call it a smartphone for a reason. So if you don't know how to use your smartphone, then you're probably not smart, because smart people use their phones as tools and to better and to advance. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be us doing this social media platform, I'm not turning my phone on to play on it. I'm too smart to play on it. I'm going to use it to monetize and utilize what God gave me the gift of. Yeah, not to be playing. I ain't got time to play on it, dog. What's so crazy is, let me give an example of you might know a person with a smartphone like this. They will literally come up and ask you a question with the smartphone in their hand. Hey, man, did you hear what, man? What's the weather supposed to be like? You have a smartphone. You should never have to ask me nothing. You should ask the phone. Yeah, if you come ask me with a mini computer in your hand, what's the weather? Man, I'm gonna walk away from you. That doesn't make sense to me. That's always been me. That is the craziest thing. I tell people, a smartphone is not meant for smart people. Smart people use smart things as tools and advancements. Half these people don't know how to use their phone. They know how to use social media. Yeah, and then half of them ain't even monetize on social media. They just over there posting pictures all day long. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the video, and I want y'all to see this. So this is the actual court. Pardon myself. This is the actual.
This week in North Olmsted. It shows the suspect, Bianca Ellis, at the police station.
Let me see it. Give me 1 second, guys. Pardon myself. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here. This is the woman, Bianca Ellis, right? This is the woman. So this is the actual court trial where they bring her up, and I think she has about 10 charges. But I'm gonna show y'all and show you how this is disturbing in itself, right? So let's get to that. Check this out.
Hello, Miss Ellis. Do you have an attorney? You do? Do you have the money or means to hire an attorney? Have you received your indictment? I don't. Okay. Have you read it? No. You have not read it.
Now, first of all, so you already see the demeanor. It's crazy. I ain't trying to be funny, but like the body is like, that's crazy, how she built. I'm really tripping off that, but that's a whole nother thing. I can go whole left field with that one. That is, I don't know what's going on with that right there. But anyway, she's whispering and they're asking her, did they read everything to you? And she said she didn't. And that's her lawyer right there. And the lawyer is like, I did read it to you, so you're going to hear her. So the reason why you might think it's the volume low, it's not that. It's her whispering the whole time.
Okay, have you read it? You have not read it, okay?
To you back there, right?
We have a copy here. You can read it.
I don't want to read it.
You don't want to read it. Are you willing to accept that the public defender has read it to you? I'm sorry. You asked her not to. Well, but she did read it to you, correct?
No.
She didn't read it to you.
I read it.
Okay, well, we can read it in open court. Okay. It's a 10-count indictment. Count 1 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did purposely and with prior calculation and design cause the death of J.W. 10/29/2020. The state of Ohio reserves the right to seek a superseding indictment containing the appropriate 2929.04a aggravating circumstances specifications. And so you understand that means the state is reserving its right to add a death penalty specification. Count 2 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, that the defendant did purposely cause the death of J.W. 10/29/2020. Count 3 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did cause the death of J.W., date of birth 10/29/2020, as a proximate result of the offender committing or attempting to commit an offense of violence that is a felony of the first or second degree, to wit, felonious assault, Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.11A1, and or endangering children in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2919.22B2. Count 4 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did knowingly cause serious physical harm to J.W. on date of birth 10/29/2020.
So I'm gonna stop right there. So, man, like, just like something's wrong with that. Everybody's, man, yeah, she is crazy. This woman is, man, this woman, she keeps smiling. Like, what is wrong with you, man? Like, man, that's why I've been asking these questions, man. Like, what is it? I mean, what's the problem in the world? Like, when you get to the point where you're smiling, that's why I said they will never know. And she's pleading not guilty. Imagine that. So she's pleading not guilty, which somehow, this is the sad part, it's going to be somewhere down the line. She's going to be, oh, I'm mental. Like, when is that, to me, when is that line is drawn? Like, it's almost becoming more of an excuse than anything. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Let's keep going.
Count 5 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did torture or cruelly abuse J.W., date of birth 10/29/2020, a child under 8.
So that see what I'm saying? 2020. So the reason why I was showing y'all that, I didn't really want to get all into, I'm not going to get all into that, but she has a 10-count charge pending. And not only the 10-count charge pending, she has other charges that she was charged with just 4 days prior before she got out. That's what I'm saying. Like, when was the evaluation done during all this time? And why would you want to put her out there in the world? And this goes back to when I said hurt people hurt people. That's a saying I say all the time. Hurt people hurt people. It's the truth. And when does it get to the point where they transition from being hurt to start hurting people? Because somewhere down the line, this woman was hurt, whether it been coming out of the jail. And that's what we don't look at. It's like that day, you ask yourself, did she wake up on some type of mission like that? Did someone, like they said, did someone like look like this woman or did something to her? Was it the child? Think about it. Was it the child that reminded her of something? Like, this is the stuff that these are the questions are not being asked. These are questions I want to know. Like, what do I need to look for? Are they doing studies on what do we need to look for? We need to know what we need to look for. Because right here, we don't know. There's no reason for her doing it. Don't know the woman. You know, my wife and my kids, they go get something to eat and they stop and somebody just, you know, God forbid, somebody end up just, you know, or anybody in that matter. Like, that's not fair. So who is protecting us? You know, and it just, I mean, when the kids are, you know, it's already sad when you have situations where you got people that are already taking each other's life senselessly, whether it be, this, people call it the gang culture, or the whatever culture you want to call it, this new age culture or whatever, the Gen X new culture or whatever. But it's like, man, when did they stop caring? When did they stop caring? And then it just makes me think, man, like the expression on her face. Carrie, what do you think? That's one of the things I wanted to ask you. Like, just to express, one thing to do something, but then the remorse after it. So do you weigh that as mental health, or she don't care? Because can mental health also be connected with that? I mean, I know it's mental health because something is off, but is she playing crazy?
No, she ain't playing crazy. No, she bona fide, card carrying, certified, and they know that. The system knows that. If she's already been arrested, the system knows that. Okay?
Yeah.
They know that, but then again, it's still about money. As long as the system lets you out, and then the revolving door, you come back in.
Yeah.
You go back out, you're gonna bond out, you gotta pay court costs. That court costs and all that is paying the people that's sitting up there. So,
yeah,
a lot of times they're not gonna take that first action. They're not sitting there. This woman is not playing. This woman know what she was doing,
Yeah.
And nothing triggered her when she went into the grocery store, because she got the knife somewhere else. When you pointed out how the woman had a basket full of groceries.
Yes.
You got two women that had a list. The woman had a grocery list, and this woman that did the killing had a body list. She's in the store, but she's not shopping for food. She goes past the register, so she's not shopping for money. But she follows this woman out to the parking lot because she's shopping for a body. She's shopping for life, and she's waiting on the opportunity and getting it in the right aisle to get what she wanted. And she was not ashamed of where it is. But it's a little bit deeper also than just mental health.
Right.
These are spiritual demons.
That's right. Yeah.
These are spiritual
demons. He's some demons now. He's some demons, boy.
Demons, man.
Boy.
And I hate to keep jumping at it, but that's just me.
No, and this is no.
These are spiritual demons, and that's why you got to be careful who you connect with. And who you hook up with.
That's right.
Who you give that ear to.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real rap.
And you got to be careful of that, because and you just going back to what you're talking about, that smartphone is smart, but the smartphone cripples us.
Yes.
Because it writes for us. It spells for us.
Yeah.
It keeps the number for us. Right here with your audience, I guarantee you can't find 10 of us that can really have memorized 10 numbers.
Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. I say it all the time. A lot of people. Yeah. Yeah.
So it cripples us.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then the smartphone is smart enough to know that every now and then I got to be rebooted.
See,
Cross, that's what you're doing now with this thing, and how we have left the foundation of our community.
Right.
We have left the value of life and all of these type of things. And now with this podcast, you're saying, hey, it's time for us to be rebooted.
That's right. Facts. It's
and
time to reset.
You got to go off the grid.
You got to go off the grid. That's what I said right at the beginning of the year, man. I got to do a shift, man. I got to do a reset. And that's why I said it wasn't against nobody else. It was more of a mental focus for me. which direction I really want to go in, and stay in that path and not be in the waiver and go back because the internet say so.
Right.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I respect that.
And if you're chasing that money, you're chasing that dollar. We're chasing that almighty dollar. Then we forget about it. Listen, Cross needs some time to reboot.
That's right.
Who you are.
That's right.
Life causes you. You need to get off the grid.
Yeah.
You need to take some time to reboot. If you don't, you'll be just like this woman.
That's a fact.
Now we see now, just being honest, we would read stuff like this and say, "Oh, they can never be black."
Man, listen, it's funny you said it. When I first started my show, and most people on here can attest to that, I used to bring shows up, and they used to be like, "Oh, them ain't no black people." And I'm like, "Bro, you'll be amazed." Even when I brought up with the kids, and that dealing with kids in the schools, that you tell them certain things, they're like, "Oh, them couldn't have been no black." No, you don't know it, and it be them. And then again, it lets you know. That's when I started learning. This ain't got nothing to do with color. This, like you say, this spiritual warfare. Anybody can get taken out.
Right.
Anybody, anytime, any given place. Whichever you pick your poison, you pick it. You know what I'm saying? And it's very unfortunate and sad. And like you said, so many gems was dropped in here. Like I said, accountability for me is that we, as us in the culture, again, we have to start blaming and say, okay, we all got some PTSD. We do. We're going through some stuff right now, whether it be back in the days of what we dealt with as a child and just covered it up. And now to the point where, a lot of parents, or we get caught in the whole nostalgia, man, I'm going to do my kids. I ain't going to do them like my parents did them. But what happens is you start more and more traditionally you being their friend. Yeah. But my mom used to tell me, I ain't your friend. Because, see, I know how you treat your friends. Right. Yeah, I'm your mama. Mm-hmm. That's why I tell my kids, I'm your daddy. I don't want to be your friend. I want to be a confidant of you, and I want to show you how to grow because I don't have nothing to gain or lose from it but your love, and I want to make sure I don't profit from it or nothing. Yeah. What I want to do is instill you the right way, but I ain't your friend because I done see how you treat your friends. Sometimes you might not even deal with your friends. Y'all talk, like you say, might fight each other. We ain't doing none of that. Right. But I want you to be confident. Like my mom used to say, God bless this. She said, I done got everything over the rainbow. I got the birthday cake, the balloons, and everything to show for it. So ain't nothing new under the sun. Right.
Back in the day, they say, I brought you into this world.
I'll take you out. Yeah. I'll take you out, and meant it. Yeah. And you don't have that no more with us, especially this generation, because they don't even respect the ones that came before. And it definitely it's hard for them. And that's what's so scary, where we got to jump in and be accountable, us in our age, and say, instead of sitting around pointing the finger, say, see, I knew that was going to happen. Well, if you as guilty as the one that before you knew it was going to happen, you saw it coming, at least warn somebody.
Yeah, that's right.
Just warn them. And if they listen, they listen. But if you giving them game, that's what used to be like people around growing up. And then when I used to be in school and I used to see y'all and stuff, y'all gave us game. Man, what y'all doing, man? What y'all doing? Okay, man. Y'all stayed in tune with us when we played ball and all that stuff. Y'all knew what was going on. So if you saw him, it was a personal connect because you would call everybody would call each other by their name. Right. It's personal. Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, what's up with you, dog? It wasn't none of that. Mm-hmm. What's up, man? What your mama been doing? Boy, I saw your mama the other day. And it's that type of camaraderie that people need to go back to building. Right. Am I my brother's keeper?
That's it. And these kids think now they don't need anybody to raise them.
Right.
I'll tell you something. It's one P gonna raise you.
Come on.
It's either gonna be your parents or the police.
Come on.
Somebody gonna raise you.
One of them P's going. I like that. One of them. Yeah.
Gonna raise you, man. But then we have to understand it. And a lot. We'll be honest. A lot of us now are scared of these young people.
Yeah.
They're scared of these young people. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to tell them to pull their pants up. They don't want to tell them they're doing something because they feel like it's, I don't know, like it's almost like it ain't, like you said, a lot of people say, well, man, it ain't my business. I keep to myself. It ain't my child, like you say, until it hits home. And when it hits home, that's a whole nother ball game.
See, we create something that we can't handle.
Yes.
You know, we're not raising our children. You know, we just existing with them. We're not.
Yep.
We don't tell them no anymore. It hurts us to tell them.
Ain't
no.
that some?
And we give them every single thing. You know. So now we start chiseling out the identity of our child before our child know what his identity is itself.
That's
we
right.
Pierce his ears.
That's right.
Because
that's right.
The piercing of the ears is not for your baby. It's for you.
It's for you. It's always almost like you dress there. You enjoy it. Jerseys, everything. You know what I'm saying? They hair braided back, looking all trying to make almost looking prettier than the girl. The boys are starting trying to look prettier than the women.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sickening, man. But yeah, man, we got 176 in the building. We're going to come back to y'all a little bit later. We've been on here for 51 minutes, man. You know, we try to give y'all a lot right then and there. There was 2 shows. I appreciate Carrie coming on here. I need y'all to tap that button, man. Comment, subscribe, share it to the channel. Also, if you're looking for the merch and y'all see it, we're going to start getting more merch coming in here. Go to KrossYourHeart.com, put in the plug, and you get 10% off on your first order. Again, KrossYourHeart.com, put in the plug, and you get 10% off on your first order, man. Thank you. So again, man, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to let Carrie play one of his songs. You can play one of those songs there. If you got one, the Newborn, you got that one. What's your group?
Oh, man, New Block. Let me do something for him.
Yep. So we're going to play that. We're going to play that out, man. Shout out to them brothers. Shout out to everybody that came in. Thank you for helping me. Like I said, again, we're going to go up. We're not going down. We're just going to go up. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to screen this out and we're going to wait on this song to come. And again, man, I appreciate everybody coming in, rocking with your boy. We had another great show. Y'all check me out. I'm probably going to end up going back live again later on tonight. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend if you can. And again, salute to everybody that's came here and showed your boy love.